So hey there, guys. I've just watched episode 5 of season 2 of Attack on Titan. That was an episode again. I like Attack on Titan doing that again. Uh, let's let's turn off the system sound and let's go. Oh no, the reaction is in the description. Links are there. Watch the thing and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And it's going to be I have few words to say. I'm not sure if how big it's going to be, but there are stuff that I wanted to say. So yeah, go there, watch it, come back here, and the discussion starts right now. And let's look. Let's make it a bit lower sound because I don't want. So we start right away with a flashback. Uh, Winter training during the trainee corps period. The year probably 849 or 48. Everyone's here, everyone's alive. Marco here. There was a mention of Thomas, though I think I saw him. Uh, Too bad I haven't seen Mina, though Jean's here, like everyone's here. So they're training, and everything's fine except like one thing. Ymir, Krista, and Duz are missing. And we know that this training stuff it's dangerous. I remember the informational thingy in the middle of the episode, like in some episode, that told us that uh, the the instructors they even cut cables, you know, so people should adapt and like somehow survive. So it's like extreme training, uh, and like if you're gonna die, if you're just gonna die. Keith Shardis told you like you should go away, piece of crap. If you're not ready, and if you think you're ready, then man, who let does get into army? This is like absolutely like I think I can do better without any preparations and stuff than he is. So, and we see the whole situation. Krista, a little tiny little girl. I think she weighs like what, 40 kilograms or something. Like tiniest littlest girl possible in the world. She moves the whole body. I mean, does this little guy too? Like almost look a skeleton looking. So, but still, like whole equipment. She's equipped. He's equipped, and she moves him on the snow. It's quite hard, and the whole snow situation, like it's cold and it's windy and it's hard, and she moves him, she drags him, tries to save him as she presents it. And we see Ymir going like nah 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 nah, nah, not helping at all. And she like, why didn't you ask me to say to help you? I mean, if you're a normal human being, you just do that without people asking you. You know, you just have to help. But that's all. That was all like a psychological. I didn't know how to say it, like the whole scheme, like a psychological moment. So Ymir thinks, and not like she thinks. She's basically like knows that Krista tries to die a heroic death. I mean, I don't understand the reasons quite now. We're gonna get to that. So yeah, she says like you have to let the guy die here, and we can be saved in the end. But Krista's like, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna move the body, and we're gonna live long. But then Ymir says like, why don't you ask me to help? I think you have actually no intention of saving Daz, but actually you have intention by dying by trying to do that. And by the way, can I compliment the whole visual thing? Like snow is looking so great. I'm just posing it and looks like very realistic. The whole like man, I've just today there were a few like were a comment where a comment from a guy like he's like watching quite a lot of videos from the very first ones, and I see him from time to time, and he's like, "Whoa, yeah, it looks great. The season two looks great," and yeah, it actually does look great. I mean, I haven't seen the first season in the best quality possible, but I still think it was worse. It had um like all characters they had a distinct black what's it called, like around the face, around the body. It felt like drawings, but this looks 10 times, not 10 times, but much better, much clearer. Faces are beautiful, man. Krista's face in the end, this huge wet eyes. I almost kissed the monitor. I may do that after I record the video. Just not gonna tell you that I did that. I'm smart. So yeah, and Ymir says like, "Are you want to die? Do you want to die?" And Chris is shocked, like, "How do you know that? You're going to die, bringing him down the mountain." And man, there was quite a lot of crazy stuff after that. How could you? I thought you were a good girl. You should at least make it look like you're trying to save his life. You want to be remembered as a hero who died trying to save someone. Why? You're wrong. What I. You're her, right? That illegitimate heiress who was nearly executed. I mean, I kind of know what's hair, and I think that heiress is like the woman stuff of a hair. Just let me. It's like some sort of. Let me check the translation. Hair. Yeah. So is she from some royal, family of some sort, or not? Maybe not royal, but or maybe that does mean royal. Because in my language, this word can be used like, I am a heir of my father. You know, I bring my family name, and like my son going to be my heir. So it's not like a very royal thing here. But we know that her family is somewhat important. So illegitimate, my God, illegitimate. I'm not sure if I read it right, but illegitimate heirs who was nearly executed. Poor girl, illegitimate. So she was not born. If we think that her father was a noble of some sort, he should have a noble wife of some sort. And when they do waka waka together, they have a legitimate heir. And when the father does waka waka with some other woman, it's legitimate here, you know? Like Jon Snow in Game of Thrones. So she's the name Historia Snow, basically, if it was the Game of Thrones. And like whole snow here. I mean, yeah. So Historia is nearly executed. How do you know about that? So she lived under the fake name. Is Lance your real name though? Looks like I was right. I just happened to overhear, and that's the interesting thing, Ymir explains that she heard that she just was in the church, for some reason happened to hear that. But I mean, she could be lying because we know the church should look after Krista, but I never saw anyone except Ymir looking at Krista. Though Ymir is not like looking at her, she's kind of trying to help her in a way, to lead her, to for her to find. I just don't understand her motives. It's just her being like that good of a person inside, or having some connection to Krista. She's not Krista anymore, right? I should call her like Historia. So Ymir says, like she was at church and she was like stealing stuff or something. Back when I snuck around borrowing things to stay alive, so she's like homeless. Man, she's her Titan 8 fucking friend of Reiner, and this crazy part where still it's yet to come in this discussion. How is this show is crazy with connecting stuff that you never believe were connected. Jesus. So yeah, she were there and she happened to hear a speech. Gruesome matter. An illegitimate child was next in line for an important position. Uh-huh. They wanted to kill her to settle the dispute surrounding her succession. It's the whole thing with heirs works like that. If you're a noble and like you have a wife and you have few kids, those are first in line to become kings. But if you're going to some other kid from other woman, that means you either don't have wife, don't have kids. So how this situation managed to happen? That's pretty interesting as well. Why would you want to kill the poor girl? And like, where's other kids of that man? Like, he had none. Maybe he had none, but she could have just married the woman. Or that's not gonna make her legitimate, though. No, I think that's not gonna. Man, the whole thing is very difficult. But that's an interesting detail because she could have became like some important person, successor of her father, but they didn't want that. Man, Attack on Titan giving so much questions right away, but they decided to let her live if she would change her name and lead an ordinary life. Quite an instant change of way of thinking. Like, we should kill her. Ah, screw that. Let her leave. Just change the name. Man, if you're a professional killer, basically, you should not leave a witness that's saying, "No, no, I'm not gonna speak. I promise you." And you're like Agent 47, like, "Oh, all right, I'm gonna go do stuff." No, you have to. No witnesses, no problem. That's just your own professionalism here. But when you leave someone behind, that might cause trouble. But they ended up like, yeah, let her leave. At least this beautiful girl is living with us now. She was forced to join training corps because of that. She was forced. So they wanted her to join there and just die. That was the idea. But she wants to die. Looks like. Man, the discussion, like, I only 6 minutes into episode. How much? It's like 13 minutes discussion already. I have to go a bit faster. But this is like a huge ass dialogue. That had a lot of important details. Don't worry, I haven't told anyone, and I'm not going to sell you out. So Ymir knows the secret of Krista, and she joined the military, the training corps, just to help her, as she said. And she was trying to help Krista to go to top 10, so she ended up in the military police and living happily there and drinking and playing cards like they do, you know. I would like to watch the like Historia with a cigarette, like with the tattoos. Yeah, that's funny, but not something that suits her a lot. But no, she ended up choosing the Survey Corps. You wanted to be my friend, and Krista don't. She can't understand like why. Why Ymir? You're acting like that. Maybe we both got a second chance at life, but I could never use a fake name. If I change my name and reject who I am, they win. Who they? I'm going to keep my name and live my new life. What are you saying? My new life? The only way I can get my revenge is by staying alive. I just remembered that she's a titan and she ate poor guy. Again, I remember that again. But why would you eat a guy? You're a smart titan. And she's like, I got my second chance in life or something. What's with you, Ymir? She, the titan from Ilse's notebook, was speaking about some Ymir that might be this Ymir. He was speaking like saying like Ymir's people. I really want to know what's up with Ymir. Her character is like absolutely insane mystery for me right now. Why, how, where they ended up meeting Reiner and Bertolt? What's about the second chance in life? What's about your name? I'm not gonna change my name. Do you wanna change your name or what? What's with the name? My new life to the fullest. It feels like she, it feels like she was a titan, but somehow transformed back into the human. So with Aaron, he was injected with the thing, and like, yeah, live happy life until you lose your arm and your leg and you want to kill people and you transform bam into super titan. But Ymir, maybe she was somehow also, I mean, she was transformed into stupid titan, like people from the Okonis village, like basically all titans. And she somehow made the second chance in life and may live new life to the fullest. What new life? I mean, I can get my revenge by staying alive. Revenge on who? Though we know that she should be not from here, from our walls. She's from somewhere else and she knows the language. So she's outsider. You know, some of you who's watching all of my discussions, you probably remember that I had few ideas uh, about Titans. Maybe not all, but majority of Titans being people from our kind, because I believe that we fought in the war and like they've got quite a lot of uh, prisoners in the war, and they like tried to transform them, use them, because it's not reasonable to use your kind to transform them into Titans, because the Titan, that Ilse's Titan, he spoke our language. He knew that language. Though he knew Ymir. What the fuck? I'm so confused right now. I wanted to say, like, she may be a unique case of not being a Titan of created from our prisoners of some sort. I mean, it's not like there's quite a lot of Titans. It's not like they're all our prisoners. I think maybe it's cloning stuff, but it looks like people just transform, like they just burst into Titans. And Ymir looks like a girl who's outsider, and she still is a Titan, and she wants revenge. I suppose on people who made her a Titan. How would you transform back though? That's a very important information, Ymir. You have to tell us about that. If that's the case, that might explain why she tried to eat poor guy, Reiner's friend, because she was a stupid Titan at this point. Because we know that stupid Titans, they're just stupid Titans. They cannot bam bam become humans and Titans back again. Ymir. Too much stuff is not connecting though. How is that other Titan knows you? Why is he speaking our language? What's the people of Ymir? What's with you meeting Reiner? What's with fucking revenge on people and you're changing your name and second chance in your life and your will to help Krista that hard? I feel like I'm going nowhere with this discussion. I just have to watch the anime to understand. Why do you want to kill yourself and not them? So Ymir somehow protect what's the um, like she mirrors her situation with Krista's situation, I suppose. He speaks about one situation, but in different perspectives of Krista and Ymir. If you have that kind of grit, use it to change your fate for the better. That was a crazy dialogue. So yeah, and finally it ends. I suppose I looked the whole important stuff I could have from this. And so yeah, in the end, Ymir uses her powers, saves Daz, and Krista by herself just gets back home. And the guys are trying to to commit an operation to save them. Reiner and Bertolt like being like great guys. You just They're like great guys. But I'm almost certain, guys, that you have something up your sleeve. And everyone, Sasha grabbed food. Like it's all great and awesome. And so yeah, they both survive. Krista asks, "How the hell were you able to help me?" And Ymir says, like, "Yes, I'm gonna tell you though, but first, like, promise me something. When you learn my secret, I want you to say your name or something to take back your old name and live." And she did that in the end. I mean, she at least told the name. And then we see. Let me hear the monologue. Krista, I felt the same way. I felt the same way. Like the world would be better off if I had never been born. What's up with you, Ymir? My very existence was shunned and despised. I I gave up my life for the happiness of many. What's up with you, girl? People of Ymir. Are you the actual Ymir they were speaking? The guy was speaking. That makes sense since she's from the outside, and the guy, the Titan, was probably from the outside. Why? How you transformed? And the most important question is how you was able to transform back. Maybe we can help Connie's mother. We can like what's the word? Clear, cure. Maybe we can cure Titanism. I gave my lip for the happiness of many. But back then, there was something I wished for from the bottom of my heart. If I ever got the chance to do it all again, this time I wanted to live for myself. So, what do we know about Ymir? We know that she sacrificed herself for the for some people. For I mean, people of Ymir. There was something with that, and she regrets that. I mean, she got the second chance in her life, as she said, and she just wants to live for herself. And she transforms like a badass transformation in the most ridiculous Titan that can be. Like Ymir is not her Titan is the I think Reiner can basically wrestle the thing, wrestle it. So yeah, and she transforms, and Reiner and Bertel they see it, her. They're looking. That's the same Titan. What's the chance that ate poor guy? Like she ate him whole, and they're running away. Why wouldn't you eat them as well? I mean, if they're titans, they could also transform, and their faces are like. I mean, what's the chance for it to be? And she starts fighting like pretty badass, and Krista almost falls. Reiner catches her, but almost ends up almost breaking poor girl's leg. Poor Krista, and his face like he's angry. because we know that Reiner, he has a deep connection with this whole situation with his friend sacrificing his life so Reiner can live. He almost sacrificed his life to save Connie in the end. Man, that's so weird. Why the characters in the show are like crazy? It's like that much layers. And I thought Levi was complicated. Duh. Reiner is like out of it. I hope he's not. He doesn't break her leg. And they're asking like, "Do you know? Did you know? Do you know?" Like, no, no one's know about that. And yeah, Connie, by the way, quite smart guy. He asks the smart questions, so she's not like Aaron, who like transformed into Titan just because he was on the brink of death. She knew what's up. She grabbed the knife and used it. I almost instantly started thinking about why would you need a little knife? I'm gonna fight them and then bye bye to everyone. Like what? So she knows how that works, and she was keeping it. That kind of power is a hell of a thing to hide, right? That was Connie. What was he saying? And the whole fight happens. And Ymir tries basically to sacrifice herself to save Krista. But Krista screams like, "No, don't do that. Don't be stupid." She like gives back words that Ymir gave to her, like girl power and stuff. Tear it to pieces, man. Krista, this little girl has so much energy. And Ymir starts throwing boulders like crazy. And she speaks, by the way. She end up speaking in very scary thing. Like her teeth is like, her titan is ugly. That's what I can call it. And they break the whole building. But the titans are not dead. They keep attacking, and man, they're actually starting to eat her. And Chris is like, "I'm gonna tell you your my real name," and like a very handsome titan appears, and Mikasa thankfully kills it, and they all kill. Like Aaron got his first kill. That's an interesting little detail. I mean, the guy killed a lot of titans, but only in form of a titan himself. When I never, yeah, he tried to kill one titan, but ended up bad in the end. And he's not that good. Uh, He's not that good. Just look at that. His gear just, you know, he can't use it normally because he's a newbie. He almost fell. Uh, yeah, I mean he fell and then dumbass. And that's basically it. Then we switched to Ymir, and everyone understands that she was a Titan, and Armin understands, and there she is lying. I mean, no leg, no arm, a bit messed up. Uh, I forgot how it's called, but it doesn't look like she should survive though. She should survive. I mean, she's messed up, but Aaron was messed up as well, and there's no problem. Like, yeah, and the beautiful face of Krista, beautiful and set face of Krista, and she says like, "My name is Historia," and the episode ends. And what the hell? I really wonder what's up with Ymir. whole history of hers. But yet I just cannot know that. I've got like if not the discussion, I would probably skip everything. But going word by word, she's saying stuff. She's saying stuff. You can get like information from it. It's not enough to understand how, but it's enough to kind of get like some glimpse here and there. You just don't see the whole picture. She's a very interesting character. She's from the outside. She's a Titan Transformer human being. And she probably could have been a stupid ass Titan at some point. And she sacrificed herself to save some people. And that gave such an impact, I suppose, on people that even being a Titan, some of those people was worshipping her or something in face, of Ilse. And she somehow ended up meeting Rainer and Bertolt. The fuck? This season is absolutely crazy in terms of the deep, crazy plot, like mind fuck. I feel like I have like mashed potato in my brain right now after trying to like connect that all. Like it's like. So yeah, guys, it's quite late. I have to go rest and have some time for me. I hope the next episode is going to uh, somehow explain something. It's not going to fucking explain nothing. I'm telling you, man. It's Attack on Titan. The gorilla monkey thing will appear and do something weird again. And I don't know, like a meteorite gonna fall, and like dinosaurs start running and flying whales are gonna appear. I'm telling you, man, something like weird. We're not gonna get answers. Or we're not gonna get like huge ass flashback, but I'm not against that though. If we're gonna get flashback of Ymir, I beg you for that. Please show me that. Like, give me a whole OVA of that. Please. I'd like to see that. Right now, even right now, I would be glad. So yeah, that ended up being pretty big discussion as well. Crazy stuff. When I was starting watching Attack on Titan, before I started watching it, I was thinking like I was told it's good, but I mean you still can't expect something like that. After seeing the first episode, I'm like, man, it's very well made. The music, the drama, the visuals, the whole idea, it's quite intriguing and interesting. But now it is so complicated. I feel like stupid, to be honest, with the whole thing. I feel like I'm missing stuff, even though I'm trying my best to not miss it. This is a surprising anime. I understand now why people say like it's whoa, because it's whoa. It's hard. It's not for everyone. I mean, I have other friends who are not into anime and stuff, and like I'm sure if I'm gonna show them that, They're gonna be, whoa, whoa, Titan action, fighting, yay. But this dialogue, they're gonna be like, what she said? Ah, screw that. Show me the fighting Titans. But no, fighting Titans is just like, yeah, special effects and stuff. But the whole story, the crazy connections, like, you're not expecting, but they're somehow connect. I mean, that's the power of writing, because you can create that. You can lead your watcher, reader, whatever, lead them somewhere in like surprise, and that's great. I like this type of storytelling. I mean, it's great to see some action, to see some badass something, even like, I'm not against like even some romantic stuff, not like a very romantic, but some romantic stuff. But the complicated stuff like that, maybe it's even a bit more complicated, a bit too complicated for my taste. But I feel like it's just because of the discussions I'm getting too deep into that, and like my mind is always about that. So yeah, I'm just spending your time picking stuff. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode. I hope my microphone worked well, because it was not work. If it was not working, I'm gonna kill myself, and that's not good for me. Yeah, I'm tired. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.